Suicide, an ailment of modern society. Suicide rate is rising enormously day by day. The world is now liberated, economically developing, no war is happening. So what is the reason behind this? Emile Durkheim is the French sociologist who can best help us understand why capitalism makes us rich and yet frequently more miserable. He argued that suicide is more social than mental. Durkheim lived through rapid transformation of France from a largely traditional agricultural society to an urban industrial economy. In his book Suicide, a Study in Sociology, he wrote all of his observation of why people had become so unhappy in modern society. He observed that this economic system was doing something peculiar to people's mind. More industrialized and developed countries have the highest rate of suicide. He isolated 5 crucial factors behind suicide. Number 1. Individualism. In traditional society, people's identity was closely tied to belongings to a clan. In modern society, individuals now begin to choose everything, what job to take or who to marry. In this process, failure becomes a terrible judgment upon the individual. There is no one else to blame but they themselves. Number 2. Excessive hope. Capitalism raises hope. We can enjoy luxury if we play our cards right, but there is possibilities of disappointment too. It is easy to become dissatisfied with one's lot. Number 3. We have too much freedom. The collective answer to very important questions like who should marry or how should you bring up your children have become more weaker and less specific. The answer is whatever works for you, which sounds friendly but it also means that society doesn't care what you do. Or in other words, it doesn't have good answer to the big question of your life. Number 4. Atheism. Religion is the most useful asset to repair the society. It offers sense of community and consolation. Lastly, number 5. Weakening of the nation and the family. In the past, families seemed to offer experience of belongings that people need, but today families are unstable. Neither the family nor the nation are well placed to take up the task of giving us the feeling that we are part of something more valuable than ourselves. The modern society put tremendous pressure on individuals. We have to find ways of how we can create new ways of belongings, how we can take some pressure off, and find a more correct balance between freedom and solidarity. We have to generate ideologies that will allow us not to be so tough on ourselves for our failure.